Okay, so doing another video. This time I made a card for somebody for the toy drive for a young teenage girl, as you can see. Put butterflies on it, you know. And it says, "Merry Christmas, young lady. A Happy New Year too," you know. And I put a little saying inside, wishing you an amazing Christmas this year. Hope you enjoy this gift, or these gifts I bought you. Merry Christmas from Lee Hoppins. Right? Look at the flowers inside, you know? The verse and that. Right? Just in case, because some people don't know how to read, and some people that do, I'm showing it because they already know how to read. But in case, whether it's backwards or something, at least you would know what it would say, even if you know how to read. So it's like, you might ask, well, why did I make this card? Like, why would I make a card for something for the toy drive? Because, well, here's the reason. I think it's important for everybody to have a card and to let them know that somebody cares about them. And one of my goals in the future is to make cards and then deliver them to like the elderly people in assisted living, or people that don't have any money, or that don't have the support of somebody. Like maybe they don't feel like, so it's just anybody who doesn't have money or something. It's good to know that you're wishing them well and that you care about them. So whether it's the elderly people in assisted living, whether it's anybody, really, like a teenager who struggling to find their way in life, and just wishing them, giving them more wishes, and let that somebody does care, let them know that somebody does care about them, really makes it that much more special. And I really like it when I get a card from my family for Christmas or my birthday or Easter or whatever. I really want somebody to have a card too. So that's why I made one. Okay? So I bought these envelopes from the Dollarama. 10 pack, I bought 30. Which is 3 10 packs, So I'm gonna put it here in this envelope, I'm gonna seal it up and then put probably on the back, the front of it, or the back, doesn't matter. In this case, I call this the front because this is the way you seal it. But apparently they call this the back. This way's the front, which I don't know, is kind of backwards if you ask me. It's kind of like a Japanese envelope. If you're saying that this is the front and this way's the back, it's like Japanese envelope here. To me, this one's the front, this way's the back. So I don't know. Maybe envelopes got originated from somewhere in Japan. I don't know, but so anyway, I'm gonna seal it up now. Yep. There, it's all sealed up now. So it's safe. They won't know who it's from until they open it. right? And it's gonna be something special. So I'll put it in the box, you know. And I also got this wonderful, yesterday at the Dollarama, I got this wonderful journal for somebody, like a teenager who's maybe having some thoughts and dreams that she would like to achieve or something, or maybe she can write her future down and what she wants to be in a journal, you know. Because, you know, lots of people that don't have much or lost their ways. So sometimes, you know, they don't know what they want to be in life or what they want to do. So I got them this little notebook, you know, like a little journal that they can jot it down. You know, what they really wanted to be, you know? You know? See, it says Dream 5. Dream 13. So they can always just write down what they want to dream. You know, what they always dreamed of doing. So Dream 1 could be, I want to be a doctor. Dream 2 could be, I want to be a lawyer. Dream 3, I want to be a scientist. I don't know. Dream 4. And then the conclusion, however long it goes up to, the last conclusion could be, well, I haven't really figured it out yet. But I don't know. That's why I wanna get them this book of dreams, so then they can write down what at least they want to be. That way they can have at least 1 or 2 goals to work forward to. Have you ever felt lost in life where you just don't know what you wanted to be and you just felt like you just know what you wanted to, where you wanted to go and what you wanted to do in life? I have that certain thing, you know? Because I have autism and a chromosome 10 defect, I have a harder time to do a daily task. So my goals in life are kind of on delay. I will eventually, but I want to live on my own. But the thing is, though, it's like, I'm not there yet, but I can stay on my own for quite some time. I just can't be on my own 24/7, but I'm working on it, and I will eventually have a worker to come and teach me those independence, like cooking, teaching me how to make my bed, and, well, I already know how to make my bed, but I'm just not doing it as much because I don't like it. So that's a hard thing I have to do. And that, because I don't like doing some things, so I'll just leave it. And, you know, so it's a little bit, yeah, I'm just, if I don't like something, I'll leave it, you know? Because that's just who I am, like, yeah, I want nothing to do with it, I'll leave it there, you know? Leave it the way it is. It's like, you know? But I really want to learn how to make a bed, I really want to learn how to be more independent, really want to learn, you know? But I think everybody struggles with that kind of a little bit. It's just some people it takes longer than others. But that's why I got that journal, because there's so many teenagers and young adults who are going on to their young adults, like 17, 18. They don't know where to go in life. So sometimes they might need a little thing just to jot it down, and then they can eventually look at all these opportunities and pick one out of the one that they wrote down, or pick 2 out of the one they wrote down, and say, okay, I can see myself doing this one and this one. Like for me, I wanted to be a dog walker one time. I really want to do that still, but, you know, I really do want to do that still. make a little bit of money in that. And I really want to sell my art at art shows and that. So yeah, I have lots of stuff I really want to do. I just, because I want to do the big things, it's like, I don't want to do the small things, but sometimes we have to do the small things before we get to the big things, right? But I guess because I'm 30 years old and I think, well, I should be a millionaire by now. Or I should be like, working for Walmart, or working the head office with the big companies and that, Not saying that, I'm just giving you an example, what people would do at 30 years old, which I'm not even there yet. So, yeah. But I'm not the only one who's struggling in that. There's lots of people that are mentally challenged that are struggling and, that are about 40 and 50 years old and they still don't know what they want to do or they still haven't figured that out yet and they're like 40 or 50 years old. So I just thought that, well, if they can write it down, they can always go back on it like 18, 19 years later and say, well, you know what? I'll try this out. And then I'll give this a try. And then I'll pick 2 out of the one that I really like. Never too late to write down your dreams or to dream whatever you want, whether you write it down or not. It's never too late for you to have dreams and goals and that. It's never. You can be 98 years old, and if you want to go to the moon, you can certainly go to the moon at 98 years old. Certainly. If that's what you wanted to do, then do it. If you wanted to go out in space, just travel 10 minutes out in space. You certainly can do it if you wanted to. Some people just need to work harder than others, but it has been done, let's say if you're like 98 years old and you've never been on an airplane before and you wanted to take a trip to, to wherever your children or your grandchildren are, and you just want to stay with them for a few weeks or something, you can certainly do it. Never too old to have a dream. Never. Even if it's just a minor one. Could be something big. It could be something very minor. It could be something very simple. It's like, wish to have a card. Some people that are that age wish to get cards from people. And so it's just the little things in life that you just want to dream about, that you just didn't really have that opportunity, So I just wanted somebody to at least jot it down so then one day, if they want to have the opportunity, they could look back. Because there's a lot of people that don't have that to jot down, and they don't have to look back, so they don't remember what they always wanted to be, because there was a lot of things they just didn't write it down, so they couldn't go back and say, oh yeah, this is what I wanted to do, and you know what, I'm interested in it, and then you can plan for that to happen, you know? So remember, it's never too late for you to have a dream. But dream always has to start by somebody showing that you care. And showing that to somebody that you do have support for them. So, and the first thing to start off is with a nice card and a little nice verse. It's the things that you say in a card or love letter that makes people, inspired and feel like they want to keep going, That's why I really like getting a card, It's just a little things like that, So, I don't know, I just feel like somebody would like that. Like a card, to go in there, even though, yes, a tow drive may accept cards. I mean, I don't see why not. I mean, usually they're not written by anything, but usually people with this roll card in there, here and there, This blank card or, and then the parents were writing it. In this case, I wrote in it. And I jotted down my name too. So then they know where the gift came from. Right? Because don't you ever feel like, when you gave somebody a gift, but they just want to know who it's from, so then they can at least say thank you, you know? Well, I think I would like that. I think if my parents were to get something from the toy drive for me, like if they didn't have a lot of money, and I got a gift from the toy drive, I would want to know who put that in. I would want to know the lovely person who put that in for me. So, that's why I did the card, because I wanted, I don't know, I just thought it would be nice, and I wanted them to know, put in the card, And who bought them the gifts and that, Because I wanted them to know that somebody outside their family did that for them. And that means a world to somebody, and not just their family, but it means a world that somebody outside their family would do that. I know if I was in their shoes, I would be extremely happy to find out who the heck did that for me, I know I would. I would really love that, So, yeah.